It was like, I don't know, I probably fell asleep about 1, woke up about 4:15, and that, just out of excitement, you know. You've heard me talk a couple times about deserving the right. I think the guys have deserved the right to attack spring ball from the work they did in the winter, and so I was anxious to get out there with them today.
What do you do first day of
Well, you know, for me, it's the first time I've seen like these quarterbacks throw a ball. You know, it's the first time I've seen some of these guys like I've seen them move, but do football things. You know, practice is kind of chaotic, so I really can't assess much until I go back and watch the tape. But I'll just continue to say, like, they're, you know, I don't know if we're good or not, but we're a very coachable team. And so I think a lot of it for us right now is about just establishing standards. We want to be a team that, you know, doesn't beat itself. Like, we want to be a team that goes out and executes. And, you know, for me, that's, you know, everyone was in the building by 5:15. You know, everyone was dressed appropriately. Everyone knew their assignments, and so that's a great start. You know, if we can establish that basis, that standard of, hey, we're all going to be on time, we're all going to practice hard, we're all going to know our jobs, then the talent will take over.
How did quarterbacks throw the ball?
I thought they threw the ball well. You know, I don't think we did quarterbacks had individual outs. It was windy, and we had the quarterbacks. You know, we're not going to throw very often in the indoor. We're gonna learn how to throw the ball through the wind, and so I thought they threw the ball well. You know, there's so often, you know, if a play's not quite off, is the receiver at the right depth? So there's a lot of things I have to probably go back and watch, but you can tell we have that's as talented a quarterback room as I've ever been a part of. You know, so it was good to see those guys out there.
Casey doing anything with that?
Casey's not doing anything, right? He's not allowed to throw yet. Casey and Logan aren't throwing yet.
Matt, will you guys be a morning team, you think, in the fall, or is this a spring type thing?
No, if I have my druthers, academics always comes first, but I'll always be a morning team. This 6 a.m. is not my cup of tea. I don't want to make the guys get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't think it's great for them. This was so that I could give them the Easter Saturday off. You know, I think Easter is a time that everyone should have off to go and be with their family, or guys from far away hopefully can get with some of the local families. So to give them Easter Saturday off, I had to do Monday morning. It's a little nerve-wracking having a week off for spring break and then having to go Monday, Tuesday. But the other practices will start about 7:45 to 8 o'clock on Tuesday, Thursdays. Saturdays will start at 9, except for our coaches' clinic will be 9:30. But we'll try to practice in the mornings in the fall. I just like getting them first thing in the morning, you know, kind of give them a chance then to recover all day and focus on academics.
Matt, you've been talking about how coachable this team is. I think that's a good first impression. Some examples of that.
Well, I mean, there's just not a lot of defensive-ness. You know, I talk about palms up a lot. There's not a lot of palms up. Like, you know, I think great players listen with their eyes. You know, like these guys will turn and listen to you, and we're talking a lot about it. You know, this generation of players, of young people, is under so much pressure. Like, you know, you drop one pass and you can become a meme pretty quickly, right? So there's a lot of pressure. So we're trying to reduce the idea of good and bad. Like you know, you come out and you throw an interception. You come out and you bust a coverage. We don't play till August 31st. Like, it's not good. It's not bad. It's just, hey, you did something well today. You probably did some things that weren't to the level you want. Just being very deliberate with our practice, you know, building off the things we did well, working on the things we're not doing well, but getting rid of good and bad and all these emotional, like, oh my God, like, just calm down, guys. We're gonna get better. You know, the coaches, you know, it's our first time here today. Like, I got you know, indoors to outdoors, 3 stations going, and the coaches are struggling to get lined up. I'm struggling, you know, so we'll be better tomorrow.
Hey, Matt, you guys jump right in with so much going on around the program, whether it's your clinic upcoming or visitors that you have on campus. Can you just speak to the energy that you feel around here, whether it's, you know, coming from players, coaches, you know, others on staff, and just where it's at right now?
Well, I think we have a great staff, and so you know, I know that when I walk in the building today at 5:15, that Kristen, our nutritionist, has already been here, making sure there's stuff ready since 4 o'clock in the morning. I know that I can give Sean Padden and Vince Ginta and Ryan Callahan and those guys a bunch of stuff in recruiting, and they're going to knock it out. I know that Susan Elza is going to have I have a great staff, right? So we're able to attack a lot of different things. We don't want to put our name on something, though, and have it not be elite. So like when people come to practice, I want them to say, wow, that practice might not be perfect, but it was run well. When people come to our clinic, when people come to our camps, I want to run the best camp in the country this summer for the kids, all over the state of Nebraska. So I guess it requires a little bit of energy, but it's exciting, and these players deserve it. I mean, I would tell you if I was like, oh, geez, I don't know about these guys, but these guys, they really want to be good, and so I don't know if we are good. That's the big difference, right? Like people ask me all the time, I'm just trying to get us a little bit better every day, and they're adapting that mentality. But it's exciting, right? And there's a lot of people who care. We had Danny Woodhead out at practice today. We had some high school coaches. We had high school coaches came from Kansas. We went and spoke at a clinic in Kansas City, and that takes time. That takes an investment from Trev. Letting us, hey, you know what? It's going to take. We need to fly over there, but fly right back so we can be at workouts the next morning. And our athletic department, I think they're really stepping up to allow us to do things at a high level, and then we're trying to match it with our work ethic, and then hopefully that creates a little excitement at practice.